1. Jeep Wrangler starting from $34,000. The Jeep Wrangler keeps its rugged heart beating with engines that match whatever vibe you're going for. The base 2.0-liter Turbo 4 kicks out around 270 horsepower with punchy torque that makes off-road climbs feel easy, while the 3.6-liter V6 delivers about 285 horsepower with smoother, old-school Jeep character. Both pair with an 8-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual for people who still love rowing gears. It's not built for crazy speed, but the Wrangler's performance shines where the pavement ends. Strong low-end pull, tough 4x4 systems, and that classic go-anywhere stubbornness. The fun of the Wrangler is in the lifestyle it unlocks. Removable doors and roof turn the whole thing into a rolling adventure pod, and the updated cabin packs a big touchscreen, wireless CarPlay, and tougher materials that don't freak out if you get them dirty. It's made for dudes who like nature more than valet parking, hikers, surfers, campers, or anyone who wants a car that feels like a personality, not just transportation. It's basically freedom on 4 wheels. 2. Dodge Challenger starting from $35,000. The Dodge Challenger is a straight-up beast under the hood. Even the base 3.6-liter V6 churns out about 305 horsepower and 363 newton-meters of torque, which is already more than enough for confident highway merging and everyday driving with a bit of flair. If you go for the V8 trims, you get a big jump. A 6.4-liter VUD8 brings roughly 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. At the top end, the supercharged 6.2-liter in Hellcat spec turns this coupe into a full-blown muscle machine, raw, loud, and capable of crushing straights with unapologetic power. What makes the Challenger really click for a normal dude who loves cool stuff is how it blends that unhinged performance with everyday usability. It still seats up to 5 people, with more rear seat and trunk space than you'd expect for a coupe, so you could roll with friends or use it without constantly stressing about practicality. Inside, you get a legit infotainment setup, touchscreen, smartphone integration, comfy seats, and a cabin that's roomy enough for daily life, not just drag strips. The Challenger is built for people who love a car with attitude, someone who wants a ride that's loud, proud, and packs a punch, but isn't too impractical for real-world living. 3. Tesla Cybertruck starting from $72,000. The Tesla Cybertruck delivers serious performance under the hood, or really, under the chassis, since it's electric. The dual-motor all-wheel drive version cranks out around 600 horsepower with enough torque to rocket from 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 4.1 seconds, plus a towing capacity up to 11,000 pounds, legit for heavy loads or trailers. If you go all in with the top Cyber Beast trim, you get 845 horsepower and a 0 to 60 of about 2.6 seconds, putting this pickup in near supercar territory. On a full charge, depending on trim and wheels, range hovers around 320 to 325 miles for the AWD model. What really makes the Cybertruck appealing is the weird mashup of utility, sci-fi looks, and tech-smart cabin. It has a tough stainless steel exoskeleton and a futuristic, attention-grabbing design that doubles as body armor against dents, scratches, and weather. Inside, you get a massive 18.5-inch touchscreen and all the smart features you expect: navigation, modern infotainment, connectivity, plus comforts and creature features that make daily driving easy. The truck bed gives you real work or adventure capability, towing, hauling, but the Cybertruck doesn't look like a farm pickup. It looks like a spaceship that can also deliver lumber or camping gear. This car is built for someone who wants boldness and grit in one ride. Someone ready for road trips, heavy loads, off-the-grid adventure, or just rolling up in something that says, "I don't follow the crowd." 4. Chevrolet Corvette, starting from $70,000. The Chevrolet Corvette is pure performance in muscle car form. The base Stingray trim packs a 6.2-liter V8 engine, delivering roughly 490 horsepower and about 470 pound-feet of torque, sending power to the rear wheels via an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. enough to launch it 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 2.9 seconds. For those chasing real track-style thrills, the Z06 model ups the ante with a 5.5-liter flat-plane crank V8, putting out around 670 horsepower and delivering a high-revving, razor-sharp response that pushes 0 to 60 miles per hour towards 2.6 seconds. The entire Corvette lineup boasts a mid-engine layout for optimal weight balance and handling, meaning when you hit a curve, you feel it hug the road, not wobble. What makes the Corvette more than just raw speed is its personality and usability for a regular guy who loves fun. The cabin is driver-focused but decent enough for daily use. Nice materials, a modern digital dash, a big infotainment screen, and even 2 trunks giving real cargo flexibility. You could stash a couple of suitcases or golf bags and still hit the road. The roof panel on coupe versions is removable, so on a sunny day you can enjoy open-air vibes. Whether you're craving a weekend blast down a twisty road, wanting a head-turner, or simply enjoying the visceral roar of a great V8, Corvette was built for someone who wants more than just transport. 5. Ford Mustang, starting from $34,000. The Ford Mustang still packs that classic muscle car spirit under the hood. Your base pick, the 2.3-liter 4-cylinder, outputs about 315 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque, enough for an energetic daily drive with modest fuel use. If you go V8, the 5.0-liter Coyote, you get around 480 horsepower and roughly 418 pound-feet of torque. That RWD Phi-8 may not be a supercar, but it delivers strong acceleration, tail-wagging attitude, and that satisfying roar, especially with manual transmission or automatics tuned for thrill rather than economy. What makes Mustang shine beyond pure power is how it brings muscle car soul into usable everyday life. Inside, you get a modern cockpit with a digital instrument cluster, a touchscreen infotainment system, smartphone integration, Apple CarPlay/Android Auto, and a cabin that balances sportiness and comfort. The Mustang works whether you're rolling solo on a weekend drive, cruising city streets, or hitting the highway, and it stays practical enough for routine usage, with rear seats and sufficient trunk space for a coupe. Ultimately, the Mustang is built for someone who loves energy, style, and freedom on the road. A rider who wants more than a car. Someone who wants a bit of swagger, a bit of growl, and a ride that turns heads just by pulling up. Thanks for watching.